Hi, my name's Randy,
And I'm Janelle Young.
and we're on the set of Admiral Farragut Academy, this beautiful campus. We are here to interview a couple of the students about evolution versus creationism. Our first person is Janelle. Hello, my first questionee for today will be Janelle Young. Hello, Janelle. Hi, how are you today?
Good.
My name is Randy.
Janelle.
Okay. Anyways, start things off. You do know the whole religion versus non-religion, such as creationism versus evolution. You know how that's controversy all over the place right now, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Okay, are you aware of Dalton's theory of evolution?
I am.
Are you aware of what creationism is?
I am.
Okay, so start things off. Do you believe in creationism or evolution?
I am a creationist.
Okay, so to start things off, Janelle is a creationist. Okay. So Janelle, why do you believe you're a creationist?
Because I believe in God, I know He's there, and I know He created all things.
Okay. So, so are your feelings based off of you wanting to be Christian, or your parents bringing you up in a Christian environment?
I'm a Christian. I wanted to be a Christian. I wanted to go to church. My parents were believers.
Okay. So, as a question, do you think creationism should be taught in schools?
I do, but I also think evolution should be taught in schools also. I mean, kids should have their own point of view on what they believe in and what they should believe in. I mean, it's their choice. No one can teach them something they don't want to learn.
Okay. Are you aware of what macro and microevolution is?
I am not aware. Can you please explain it?
Okay, so macroevolution is where we all came out of single-celled organisms, and we all came out of small things, single-celled organisms, basically, and we came from, like a horse may have made it with a duck and made a crook or something. Like, people say that we came from different things. And microevolution is where humans have evolved from humans, and horses evolved through horses. So basically, a horse, way back when, was still a horse. But then we got zebras and donkeys and miniature horses. Just like there's a bunch of different kinds of birds. Okay, so now that you're aware, do you believe in microevolution, or are you still full-on creationism?
Full-on creationism. Micro.
Okay. So you believe that we evolved with our smarts and things from before?
Yes.
From other humans?
I believe that we were created as a human. We were made as humans, and we evolved into humans. We did not evolve from something different from a human.
So we did not come from single-celled organisms?
Well,
no. Okay. Well, I really appreciate you coming.
Why, thank
I
you.
appreciate you being here. We really appreciate your...
Today we have Randi Cason with us here today. It's a pleasure to have you, Cason.
It's a pleasure to be here. Like, I'm so excited to be here and get to share my views with everybody, and to tell everybody how I feel about this, and let them know the options that they have.
Amen. Okay, so you're aware of the topic we have today of evolution versus creationism and how everyone feels about it. What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is that people can think whatever they want to, whether it's right or not, and some people are gonna think what they want to think whenever they want to, and it's what they believe. And what's God? I'm creationist. Okay, I'm full on 100% creationist here, and I believe that God gave us freedom, and God gave us freedom to worship whatever we want to, even though we all know deep down in our heart that He's the true God. Okay, so we know that there's only one God. You and me together know that there's only one God. Yet alone, some other people believe that there is no God, or that God doesn't exist, or they believe in some other God. Which that's why God gave us freedom. God gave us freedom to believe in whatever we want to, whether it be Him or not. So when people sit here and call Him a wizard in the sky and stuff, it's kind of disrespectful. I mean, I understand you have a different religion than me, or you don't have religion at all, but that doesn't give you the right to go ahead and criticize mine. And on top of that, I was actually talking with my pastor the other day about how we get made fun of.
Yeah.
And God gets called a wizard in the sky and things like that, which offend us because we are Christian. And he said, it even says in the Bible that we are going to be criticized and we are going to be punished for, like, being known as Christians and stuff. And punishment doesn't always mean death. I mean, it means we're going to get made fun of, and that's okay, because I know deep down in my heart that I'm right. I know I'm right.
So are you familiar with Darwin's theory of evolution?
I am familiar with us coming from single-celled organisms, yeah.
So do you think that that theory should be taught in schools?
I believe that in a private school, when we go to a beautiful private school that gives us the freedom to believe in whatever we want to believe in. We don't have a religion here, and it's just a nice, beautiful private school. Then there's St. Pete Catholic. St. Pete Catholic is a Catholic school. So, of course, most of them pretty much are going to be Catholic. And so they are probably getting taught creationism. And then we go to Keswick. They're probably getting taught creationism too. But then we go to a public school, and we're thinking, what do we do here? It's a public school, like, we can't teach them Christianity because some of them are Jewish. We can't teach them other things because some of them are other things. So what are we supposed to do there? And I think personally that there are probably more evolutions and stuff like that. Like, there's creationism and there's evolution, and those are the only two you and me know of. But there are probably more, and I feel like our parents should be able to explain that to their children of what all is going on. And on top of that, I feel like in school, we should be taught both, and we should have a choice to be taught both. We could have a choice to only go evolution, or we could have a choice to go Christianity and creationism. But we should be told what both of them are first, because some people in some places, some lower parts of the world, like, they don't know what Jesus is. They don't know what God is. They don't know what creationism is. Like, they don't know any of it. They don't know what evolution is. So if they don't know what that is, I'm pretty sure there's a couple students in this school who don't even know what that is. So I think that we should be taught what they are first, and then not be told, this is what you have to think, this is what you have to think. Like, you don't have to think evolution, you don't have to think creationism. You should be given a choice.
Oh, Randy, that was quite a speech. Why, thank you. It's so great to have you here.
It was great to have you here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Georgia. It's a pleasure to have you here.
I wish I could say the same.
Well, I'm so excited to hear what you have to say about the topic we're talking about. Okay.
Really?
So, yes. Okay. George, you are aware of the controversy that is going on about evolution versus creationism, right?
I wouldn't call it a controversy, but yes.
Okay. So, George, how do you feel on this topic? Are you
What's your
creationism
opinion?
or are you evolution?
I'm an evolutionist. I am an evolutionist. Is that loud enough? Good.
Okay. So, why are you an evolutionist? Like,
Well, because it's fairly simple, really. I take it you're a creationist, so that's how I'm going to put it. Creationism is based on
faith.
an old book with no proof behind it whatsoever, and evolution is based on facts that you can clearly see.
Darwin's theory. Theory. What's a theory? Give me the definition of a theory, please.
A theory is something, like all things in science, can be proven wrong at any time via the use of logical facts. It is a theory because someone can come along at any time with an actual fact and shatter the whole thing.
So you're saying that you are an evolutionist, okay, and that you believe evolution happened and we all came from single-celled organisms, correct?
Correct.
How do you think we evolved so much in such a little time span?
Well, little time span doesn't really work because I'm guessing that you believe that the Earth is 6,000 years old. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's what the Bible says. I'm assuming you're following that. Beautiful. But the Earth has been dated to be 4.5 billion years old.